The sun had barely begun to rise when Marine One touched down outside Echo Ridge Air Force Base. There was no advance notice, no press, no ceremony, just a steady thump of rotors fading into silence as former President Donald J. Trump stepped onto the tarmac in a dark suit and red tie, accompanied by a small detail of Secret Service agents. Even the base commander, Colonel James Ward, had received the alert barely an hour earlier. "Why is he here?" whispered Airman Logan Steele, only 20 years old and 6 months into his service, as personnel scrambled into formation. Colonel Ward approached the helipad and snapped a crisp salute. "Mr. President, we weren't expecting." "That's the point, Colonel," Trump interrupted, already moving forward. "No rehearsals, no filters. I want to see the base as it really is." The colonel nodded and hurried to keep pace as Trump walked briskly toward the hangars. Word spread fast. Everywhere he passed, airmen snapped to attention, uncertainty buzzing through the ranks. Trump stopped at Hangar 4. It wasn't impressive, no sleek fighters or polished displays. Just repair stations, aging tools, and the quiet rhythm of maintenance work done far from the spotlight. "This hangar?" Colonel Ward asked, confused. Trump smiled. "I like underdogs." Inside, the air hummed softly with machinery. No one was prepared for what was coming, least of all Sergeant Alana Cruz. At 28, Alana was deep inside the engine of a grounded training jet, her hands smeared with grease, her concentration absolute. She didn't look up until a nervous tap landed on her shoulder. Whispered Airman Willis. "You might want to stand up." Alana pulled her hand free, wiped them on her coveralls, and turned. Her breath caught. Donald Trump stood barely 10 feet away, watching her work with quiet curiosity. She snapped to attention, heart racing. "Sir, Sergeant Alana Cruz, reporting, sir." "At ease, Sergeant," Trump said with a grin. "That engine looks like it's in good hands." "Yes, sir. It's been giving us trouble, but I think I've almost got it." Colonel Ward shifted nervously. "Mr. President, this hangar is mostly maintenance. Perhaps you prefer the simulator wing or the F-35 display." Trump waved him off. "Anyone can look good on the outside. I want to see what holds everything together." As he walked through the hangar, his gaze settled on a framed photograph resting on Alana's workbench, a younger Alana beside an older man in uniform. "Who's this?" Trump asked gently. Alana's hands trembled. "My father, sir, Master Sergeant Diego Cruz. He was killed in Kandahar in 2010. Trump studied the photo. "Tell me about him." She swallowed hard. "He taught me how to rebuild a carburetor before I was 13. He used to say, 'If you understand what's inside a machine, you understand the person operating it.'" Trump listened silently. "He deployed 3 times, Alana continued. Each time he came back quieter. But he never missed my birthday." She reached into her toolbox and pulled out a small, engraved wrench. "The last gift he gave me." Trump read the inscription aloud. "For Alana, who can fix anything, even broken hearts. Love, Dad." The hangar fell silent. "When he died," Alana said softly, "I promised I'd follow his path. Not on the front lines, but behind the scenes, making sure the jets he loved could fly safely. It's how I honor him." After a moment, Trump said quietly, "I wish more Americans heard stories like yours." Colonel Ward cleared his throat. "Sergeant Cruz has been here nearly 7 years, sir. She's turned down promotions to stay close to the aircraft." Trump turned back to her. "Why stay hidden in a hangar?" Alana met his eyes. "Because what's unseen still matters." Trump nodded slowly. "I think it's time people saw it." Later, as he continued the tour, Airman Logan Steele approached her. "That was intense." Alana smiled faintly. "I didn't mean to get emotional." "No," Logan said. "I think he needed to hear it." Moments later, Trump motioned her over. "Sergeant Cruz, walk with me." As they moved through the hangar, he asked questions few leaders ever did about enlisted families, underfunded tools, overlooked sacrifices. Alana answered honestly. At the far end of the hangar, Trump stopped. "Show me something you built. Something personal." She hesitated. "It's not exactly regulation." He raised an eyebrow. Even better. Alana led him behind a curtain of tops and pulled them aside. Trump froze. Before him stood a heavily modified, decommissioned drone. Sleeker wings, custom sensors, hand-welded components. "What is this?" he asked. Alana's voice filled with pride. "Sparrow 1, a search and rescue drone. Fires, floods, disaster zones. It can go where people can't. You built this yourself. With volunteers. Scrap parts. After hours." Trump circled it slowly. "Why haven't I heard about it?" "Because I didn't build it for recognition," she said. "I built it to save lives." Trump turned to Colonel Ward. "Make it official." That afternoon, Sparrow 1 took flight. It weaved through smoke and debris, identified survivors, and dropped emergency kits with precision. When it landed, the crowd erupted in applause. Trump smiled. "That's one of the most American things I've seen in years." The next morning, cameras arrived. Standing at a podium near Hangar 4, Trump spoke without notes. "I came here to see what brochures don't show, and I found something extraordinary." He gestured to Alana. "Sergeant Cruz represents the best of this country. Quiet strength, innovation, service without expectation." Then he announced Project Sparrow, a fund to support independent innovation by enlisted service members. Afterward, Trump approached her once more. "Thank you," he said. "For what?" Alana asked. "For reminding me what makes this country great." And just like that, everything changed.